So I'm hearing that it can be difficult to edit things on showbie, so I wanted to give you all a really quick tutorial on how the different tools that you can use. So this is a bell ringer from last week. So I'm just going to pull this up. And if I wanted to edit this, there is a plus button over here where you can make it bigger. And I believe on your iPad, if you just kind of do the pinch zoom, it should work just fine. A couple things you can do. You could write it with a pencil. I think that's going to be tricky. So here's what I suggest you do: is grab this text box, click on it, click this little arrow so that you can go over here and make it smaller. You're probably looking at like 12 or 14 font, okay? And then click to put it down. It's going to be pretty big. That's okay. You can adjust the size like this. And then you can type in here. And then when you click off, you click away, it should fit pretty nicely in there. And if it doesn't line up, you can click on it and kind of move it around. That's one way to do it. Another way is a comment button. So you could click this little bubble and click next to it. It is pretty big. That is definitely true. But you could write the actual answer in here. You could also do number 2, like maybe you could write all, maybe like 3 at a time. That would be fine, okay? Click save, and then you can click this bubble, and it makes it a little bit smaller. And you can move these around if you want. As long as you label them, you could put multiple ones in a comment. And then lastly, you could do this. This is not going to work for the bell ringers very well, but maybe for the vocab, it might work. Bell ringers is all about writing, so it's probably going to be more helpful for vocab. This is a voice note bubble. So if you click on this, you can record yourself, and you could say, let's see, what's one of our words? Okay, so for vocab, you could say thrive means to grow. And then press pause, and then you can play back. Words. Okay, so for vocab, you could say thrive means to grow. So then that way you could save it. And then as we go through and check your vocab and whatnot, we can play it and hear your answers. If it's easier to voice them, that's fine. Again, voice notes are not going to work for bell ringers because it's all about writing. Voice notes will only work for assignments where writing is not necessarily the focus. So that is one way you can maybe do it. I hope that helps.